What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central. On today's episode, we'll be talking about the Bulls' most recent new signing, as well as we'll be talking about should the Bulls actually be using Tyler Cook and Marko more, considering how many players we have out right now due to health and safety. We'll talk about all that and some more right after this. All right, so Bulls fans, the Bulls have made a new signing in Alfonzo McKinnie, a veteran. And so they're bringing him in due to, again, us losing Derrick Jones Jr. due to health and safety protocol. And, you know, the things just keep happening to the Bulls, right? So the Bulls have made that most recent signing. Again, this is not a signing or anything that I've really heard a lot of people talk about at this point and they are expected. So the Bulls just keep, and he's a guard / forward. And this is why, you know, considering the way that Billy Donovan plays his rotation, like I said, almost anyone can play the four. But, you know, I don't expect this guy to get a lot of playing time. I could be wrong, and I'll talk about why. But, you know, it is important to say he's been playing for the G League team in Mexico City, and he's actually been averaging 24.1 points per game and 43.3% from the three-point range, which, you know, it sounds like he'll fit in with the Bulls rotation and how they like to use people. And so let me know if you guys expect him to get many minutes. What do you expect from this veteran coming in, and we'll see what happens there. But what I want to talk about more so is something that has been a conversation that's been being had in the comments, and a lot of Bulls fans have been asking, why aren't Tyler Cook and Marko getting more minutes, especially considering where the Bulls roster is right now and how many players we have out? And so I have been saying for the longest, don't expect them to play, because, you know, they're young players, especially Marko. They want to see them develop. They want to give them time and burn and to be able to work on the body before you throw them in with NBA competition. But considering everything, right, considering at this point the Bulls bench rotation is whatever warm body can play, I don't see why those young players can't get about 8 to 10 minutes a game, right, to just see what they have. And if they're hurting you too much, if their inexperience is causing too many liability issues, then all right, pull them. It's okay. Then you go to the veterans. Then you go to these Stanley Johnson and Alfonzo McKinnie. You go to those players at that point in time, because then you'll at least say, hey, we took a look. They just weren't ready. This is why they're in the G League. And you know, it's a question that a lot of Bulls fans are asking, rightfully so, especially now. I didn't understand it, you know, considering when the Bulls were playing good, we had a full roster and everything like that. But as of right now, I would say, especially if, you know, I want to make this clear. I'm not saying that the Bulls at all should throw away games. They should be able to compete, and they should try to win every game. Let me make that clear. I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I'm saying here right now. But at the end of the day, right now, if we do lose games, I think everyone understands, right? Especially if the team is playing well, if they're playing tough, and they just if they just don't have enough to win some of these games. Now, I do think the Bulls' upcoming games, they should be able to win. I do think that they can win against Miami, considering what Miami's also missing. And then we'll have more of our players back by the Detroit game, so that kind of works its way out there. Now, what I will say is that, let's say we go into Miami. Let's say the starters are playing well. We get off to a big lead. We're playing pretty solidly. We're in that game. Why not take a look at them? And then even more so, if we're not in that game because of everything being out, why not take a look at them then? I get and I understand the fear of stunning a player's growth, of throwing them to the fire too early, right? But this isn't the normal circumstances, considering what the Bulls are dealing with and how COVID has ran through this team. So let me know down below what do you guys think? Do you think the Bulls should be taking and allowing Marko and Tyler Cook to play more, considering that our hole was already at the four, our hole was already in our big man rotation, bringing in more guard / forwards? You know, it keeps the same type of play style that we've been playing. But at the end of the day, if we're saying that Marko is the future of this team in a way, I'm not saying that all our hopes and dreams depend on Marko, but if he's going to be a player on this team for the future, a rotation player that we hope at the bare minimum, if not graduate and work himself into being a starter at some point, this will be the time to take some type of look at him against actual NBA competition. It'll let you know where he sits. It'll let you know other things he needs to work on. Not that they don't already know that, but it could be. And then Tyler Cook, you know, the problem with Marko, I've said it for a while, is Marko is going to develop his body over the course of this first season. And then next season, we're going to see completely transform Marko. Tyler Cook is damn near NBA 255 pounds. At the bare minimum, you think he'd be able to bang. Yes, he's a younger player, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, he's 24, 6'8", 255 pounds. Why not take a look at him? Why not see what he can do? And why not see how he can stand up to that NBA competition right now, considering everything that's going on? He would be the one that I would expect be able to be ready to compete more so than Marko right now. That's not to say in the long run or anything, but right now, just looking at his size and his and everything, you would think that he can play 10 minutes a game in the NBA. So maybe the Bulls will take a look at him eventually. This is technically his second season, so we'll see. Let me know what you think, like I said, down below. What do you think about the chances that Alfonzo McKinnie may get some minutes? And do you think that the Bulls should be allowing these rookies who are in the G League to get a few minutes a game? If not, you know, see if they can contribute even more at about 15 minutes a game. Let me know what you think down below. Like I like to end every video on, go Bulls. I love you guys. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.